Hello viewers and welcome to the Woke Africa show. Now I would like to thank all my new subscribers and also to say a big thank you to my existing subscribers. You guys, thank you so much. You're amazing. Once again, I have to come to you because there is this new circulation of material on social media that the whole coronavirus is actually not a disease, but it is effects of the launch of 5G towers in our communities. Personally, I've not conducted a test on that or a research on that to actually establish the veracity of it, but at the same time, one can take a study and take research, to kind of understand what it is. So family, now let's look at what is happening around the world and what people are doing, about 5G. So Slovenia, halts 5G to investigate health and safety aspects of it. So Slovenia has stopped the introduction of 5G network technology. And why? Why is that? We do this, according to them, we do not know if it is dangerous to humans. So fam, if you don't know, we have to research. Instead of just talking about it, we have to really take these things seriously and do intensive research about 5G. So what is the business aspect? What are the billionaires saying about 5G? What is the business of 5G about? Now if you go to, I was doing my research and I came to this reportage on Forbes.com. Okay, Forbes, so Forbes, yeah, Forbes.com. And then it says that it's basically talking about the rollout of 5G. You can check it out on Forbes.com. It says that over the past coming few years, a new set of infrastructure will be rolled out across the world, that is 5G wireless technology. Just as 4G networks are able to provide mobile internet speeds hundreds of times faster than 3G, enabling users worldwide to stream HD TV, browse web pages quickly, and even make high-quality video calls. The advent of 5G will enable speeds of up to 100 gigabits per second, up to 100 times faster than 4G. With each new generation of Wi-Fi that comes out, a new wave of fear-mongering health claims emerges. They always come along with the same argument, i.e., or that is, humans have never been exposed to this much of this type of radiation before. Scientists have not demonstrated that the proposed new infrastructure won't be harmful to humans. The World Health Organization has already declared radio frequency, that is Wi-Fi, radiation to be possibly cancerous. It goes on to say, and therefore we should declare a moratorium on this technology until its safety has been established. Of course, it makes sense. Then the article goes on to say, fortunately, science already tells us that 5G almost certainly poses no danger to humans. Unless you value unfounded conspiracies over bona fide science, here is what you should know. So there's this graph and this, all of that. It says above you can see electromagnetic spectrum, while you are typically only aware of your interactions with optical vision and infrared heat radiation. There's much more that's constantly interacting with your body. So they're saying that there's much more that's interacting with your body. So it's not just 5G. But let's go on and see. There are lower energy signals such as microwaves with wavelength between a millimeter and a diameter bombard us constantly here on Earth. Microwave radiation includes a mix of natural signals like atmospheric molecules, astronomical signals, and even the leftover glow from the Big Bang, coupled with human-made radiation, radar, satellite, Bluetooth, GPS, and broadband signals. It also includes all Wi-Fi signals, including 3G, 4G, and 5G. Also invisible to human eye are higher energy signals, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, and gamma ray lights. In large doses, any form of radiation can be dangerous to living things, but in modest doses, only high energy signals matter. So if I get what we just read right, they're saying that we are like constantly daily being bombarded with far worse. So it shouldn't matter that 5G has any radiation at all, because there's all kinds of signals, X-rays, gamma rays, ultraviolet rays, Wi-Fi signals, and all of that bombarding us already. So 5G is like just one of them. But I want to ask, why should 5G not be looked at if it's something that is new and it's going to affect our bodies in that way? Even if we are being bombarded with all these things, do we need more though? That is the question. Do we need more? The article goes on and on to justify essentially the launch of the 5G network. Now, when you look at this side, you look at the other side too. So I did a lot more research, and this is what I found on bioinitiative.org, guys. Bioinitiative.org. So we're just gonna start with why, what effects these exposures have on the human body, because we have to understand what this is about. So it says that human beings are bioelectrical systems. So our hearts and our brains are regulated by internal bioelectrical signals. And I'm sure we all know that, or most of us know that even communication, how your brain communicates with your body, is through electromagnetic signals. So they're saying that environmental exposures to artificial electromagnetic fields can interact with the fundamental I said fundamental. Okay, it can interact with the fundamental biological process in the human body. Okay, so it's like when you sit in a plane and they tell you to switch your phone off or put it in flight mode, because your signals will interfere with the signals they're receiving for piloting of the plane and other functions. So they ask you to turn it off or put it in flight mode. So the article goes on, okay, it's actually a report, and it goes on to say that in some cases this may cause discomfort. So in like mild cases, this may cause discomfort or sleep disruptions or loss of well-being. So i.e., or that is loss of well-being, and also impaired mental functioning and impaired metabolism. So these things be making you fat, okay? Because it's even impairing your metabolism, your ability to metabolize your food well, and it's kind of like messing with the functioning of your nervous, your or how do you call it, neurological systems. Okay, so those are some of the mild side effects. Okay, well, it depends how mild these things can affect you at that level. And it says that, or sometimes maybe it is a dread disease, like, so I think what they are trying to say is that on the adverse side, it may cause dread diseases like cancer or even Alzheimer's or cancer. It goes on to say that it may be interfering. Okay, listen, guys, listen to this well. It may be interfering with one's ability to become pregnant. So I'm talking about like artificial electromagnetic fields interacting with our bioelectrical systems. Do you get me? Okay. So it's it may be interfering with one's ability to become pregnant or carry a child to full term, or result in brain development changes that are bad for the child. It may be these exposures play a role in causing long-term impairments to normal growth and development of children, tipping the scales away from becoming productive adults. We have good evidence these exposures can cause damage to our health or that of children of the future who will be born to parents now immersed in wireless exposure. So guys, the studies are ongoing. So the scientists are saying, hey, these electromagnetic fields are interacting with our internal bioelectrical signals, and they are responsible for some of these diseases. Okay, possibly causing our men and women to have challenges in reproduction. And even if they do, such parents may have kids who find it very difficult. Kids will be at a tipping point in becoming productive adults, and they're saying that they have good evidence that these exposures can cause damage to our health. But if you go to Forbes, they are saying that at the inception of every 2G, 3G, 4G, and now 5G, scientists have come out to say, in essentially cry wolf. These are like practical issues, problems with our world. The health of people is put way beneath profit. So, if you're wondering if 5G is responsible for coronavirus, I cannot answer that right now because I still need to do my studies and my research about 5G itself and its repercussions on the human body. But at least these are some research, so you can go to bioinitiative.org to read more, because there's a lot more there for you. And it really talks about the United States and the deployment of wireless infrastructure, that is cell tower sites, to support the use of cell phones and how it has greatly accelerated in the last decade. So in the last decade, coupled with the introduction, you see, when you talk to, look, Wi-Fi in itself has its own signals that it emits. 2G has its own signals that it emits. 3G has its own signals. So, you know, the higher you go, the higher the risk. You can't deny that. The higher you go, the higher the risk. The higher you go, the higher the cost. That is something you cannot deny. It's something you cannot deny. So, go there and make your research. Would be right back.